I'm Shay Russell from mining.com.au, and boy, oh boy, have we got something fun happening today. Joining me is Andrew Wilkins. He is the Business Development Manager for MinerVue. Andrew, it is a pleasure to have you on. How are you?
I'm very well, Shay, and thanks for having us on your show.
Now, this is a long overdue chat on my side of things because I think your software is absolutely awesome and I'm really excited to share it with everybody. So let's kick off. Before we start showing what this software can do, can you talk us through what MinerVue is and who would consider using something like this?
Yes, right. So MinerVue is a platform whereby we have got all the 750 odd companies on the ASX in the mining and exploration space on one platform. And we've got the ability to look at all those companies, look at all those projects, and really filter based on whatever criteria you want to look at, basically.
Alrighty, Andrew, this begins the show and tell portion of today's conversation. What is it that we are about to look at?
So, Shay, we're about to look at all the mining and exploration companies on the ASX. And just looking here, we've got 749 of them. You can see on our platform, we've got the map. And what we've done here, Shay, is we've got all of the companies' projects all around the world. If a company's on the ASX and mining exploration, we have their project. And we're displaying it here right now.
All right, so can we separate this by commodity? I mean, let's be honest, gold's been super hot at the moment. Can we find out who's in the gold space through this platform?
Yes, we can, and we will do that.
Oh, okay.
We'll pick the gold companies right now, and out of the 750 odd companies, we've got 537 companies that are exposed to gold.
That's a lot.
So that's a lot of companies. Now, we'll just apply another filter here, because what is interesting is when you're looking across the market, we've actually broken down the development phases of each of the companies. So if you've got a grassroots company, or you're moving into early drilling, or then you're moving up the development phase into resource drilling, early project appraisal, all the way to producers, we can break that down. So, for example, if we look at early drilling and resource drilling and early project appraisal, we've reduced our filters or our count, and we're looking at all of the gold companies around the world in those development phases. Now, so that's really interesting. So what we can now do, Shay, is we can go into this next. What's really interesting as well is these filters, as you apply them, get taken through. And so what we're going to do is look at those companies in another view. And as that loads, what we're going to have is this group of 344 companies in those development phases. And here they are, filtered.
Oh, that is awesome.
So there they are. And what's really cool is underneath that, we've got a table of a list of all those companies. From there, we can pick any company. Let's just look at one here. We'll click on it. It's got a dedicated page for that company where we've got the live financials coming in, a brief description of the company, their website address, a list of their projects, resources if they have any, all there, drop of a hat, ready to go.
That is so cool. Look, I would love to have a play around with something like this. This is awesome. What's your favorite feature of this platform?
Look, as we go through, I get more excited about what you can do. I mean, you can do so much with this stuff. So I think one of my favorite features is just the fact that you can really dial in, get deep dive information on any company you want, any commodity you want, and then take it through to the next views. So let's go into the next view while we're talking about that resource comparison. So out of that group that we've carried through, we are now looking at the resources.
That is cool.
So very interesting in here. We've selected gold. We could have any commodity we want, but we're looking at gold because everyone loves gold. And we can actually filter further. So we can look at the size of the resources. We can look at market cap. We can look at cash in the bank. And another really cool feature is within these resource windows, we can actually look at metal value against market cap. We can look at commodity, or we've even got the breakdown of the JORC resources.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, very, very powerful stuff, all in one place, very effective, and key for investors who want to spot opportunities, for companies who want to benchmark themselves against their peers, for looking at contained metal in the ground, looking at who's got measured, indicated, inferred resources, and you can really dial in on the value of these companies and compare them to other ones. Quite powerful.
Can I ask, did I hear you mention something about you're able to get a live news feed as well?
Yes, so we'll come across the views while we've got our view in place. Well, let's go to the announcement view. Now, this is really cool. This is a game changer, Shay. We've got announcements coming in live every day from the start of trading, and as we've carried that filter group through, these are the announcements that apply to those companies. Right there, live, updated every 15 minutes. This is a game changer. You can tell when we've got a shift in trading, in a percentage change. The share price is right there. It's live. And if you have this view on, you can actually see it updating as a new announcement hits it every 15 minutes. So for investors, it's really amazing.
And finally, Andrew, you're going to be attending the Noosa Mining Conference starting next week on the 23rd of July. Will people be able to come up and have a bit of a play around with that software in person?
That's my plan. I'm going to be there next week, Shay, and looking forward to talking to people, showing people the platform. Really, really excited about that. We'll be there next week. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, I'll be there. I'm coming to have a little play with that device. That looks incredible. Listen, Andrew, it'll be great to catch up with you in person again as well. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Shay. Really enjoyed being on the show.